Welcome to this episode of Best of America by Horseback. I'm your host, Dale Shields. On this episode, we're going to show you reflections of places that we were able to go in 2021. We had a lot of fun this past year. We got to travel from Oklahoma to Missouri, up to Montana, several other locations around the United States, Florida and Ohio. Just a lot of fun times. We got to experience some great clinicians along the way. We had cornhole tournaments, apple pie contests, cattle sorting, just a lot of fun activities that we experienced this year. And we want to bring those to your living room for you to enjoy as well. We hope you'll stick around and watch this episode of Best of America by Horseback. Siobhan, we're going to take a little bit of time and reflect back on 2021. All the places that we were fortunate enough to go to and ride and put on events. It was a tremendous year, and we had a great time. And so we just want to take a little bit of time for our audience and reflect back on where we've been and what we've done. The first event that we started off with this year in June was actually right here at our home at the High Trail Ranch. We had our annual trail ride here, and I thought it was a tremendous success. And folks are asking about coming back, and so we're trying to set a date for that. But you were a little bit busy during that. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, I was the cook. Mostly I was just trying to fix the meals for everybody.
The meals were tremendous.
Yeah.
And that smoked brisket is a hit every time.
Brisket, turkey,
right,
and chicken, and then we always make several casseroles, several cakes.
The weather was terrific. It was a time of the year when the flowers were in bloom.
Yeah.
The grass was green, and the evenings were just absolutely beautiful. And we even had a patio concert with myself and Danny McCurry.
Yeah.
And so
and we invited a lot of people from town, and so quite a few people come to listen to you guys. And then we serve desserts, of course, and drinks.
Right.
And
well, you're a wonderful cook, and everyone loves it, and so it's a great addition to what we do. So thank you for that. After our event here, we were scheduled to go to Missouri to the North Fork River Ranch. The North Fork River Ranch was formerly the Flying R, but is now under new ownership. Dr. Jones now owns the North Fork River Ranch, and Ed McCarty and his wife manage that place. Ed and his wife are just amazing people, so open-armed. How did you feel when we got there and they began to take us around and take care of us?
his wife was wonderful because she took me around to quite a few of the cabins, let me look in them, helped me, because I'm trying to get some pictures and film, and she was a real asset for me on getting around. So
the ranch there, the North Fork River Ranch, is a favorite to a lot of people in the area. The location itself is beautiful. Mm-hmm. They have a terrific dining lodge. They have rooms for people to stay in. Yeah. The parking is so easy to pull trailers through. They have the canoeing on the river.
Yeah.
A trail course. I mean, it's a terrific place. We had a great group of folks that came and joined us. And some of those folks after that ride came on several more of our rides this summer.
Yes.
And so it was a good experience, and we made some good friends during that event that I think will carry on. And so enjoyed the North Fork River Ranch so very much. After that, we bounced around Missouri a little bit more, but we did so with Tom and Pat on some events that they had booked. And so we were able to spend time at Pinecrest. Ethan and Marie have that location, and they are some hard workers.
Yes.
Remember all the things that they were building?
Yeah, they were still working on cabins, some new RV sites.
The covered stalls.
Yeah, the covered stalls. They were adding those to all the different locations where there can be horses.
Yeah, they'd fixed up the bathhouse very nice from what it was. Even the office and the lodge there. It was fun to look at the pictures of what it looked like when they got the place to what it is today. And no comparison.
No, they've done a lot of work.
The folks that we met there, a number of them go there very regularly to go back and ride because they love the amenities there. They love
And the trails, from what I heard, because I'm filming, so I don't get to ride the trails, but there's a lot of positive feedback on their trails, being nice and clean and easy to get around. And that's very important when you're riding a horse.
It is, and Ethan goes to great lengths to keep those mowed and groomed, and so it's just a beautiful place to go and to spend a weekend and ride, and they'll take care of you right there. They've got everything you need.
Yep.
Then another location that I was excited to go back to was Brushy Creek in Black, Missouri. George and Joanne Becker have Brushy Creek Lodge there. That is such a fun place. They have a lot of things to do, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
What were some of the things that you enjoyed there at that place?
Well, I thought what I enjoyed was they were having colts while we were there, and some of them were really pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, some real nice looking horses and out there, and then they had a course.
Trail course.
Yeah, trail course for people to enjoy.
While you were relaxing a little bit, I was sorting cattle. Remember that?
Yes, I do. And I think you won, if I remember right. I think you're wanting to brag a little bit.
Maybe just reflect.
Just reflect. I'm
upon the
sorry,
moment,
not
yeah.
bragging
And so,
on somebody else's
it
horse.
Was a good time with those folks sorting calves. I'd never done that before.
Oh,
the
really?
First time.
Yeah.
To do it in a pen like that. And so I was on a borrowed horse, and I might have had the fastest time that day. So it was a good fun time, and like I said, George and Joanne, just wonderful people, and I'd go back there anytime. So look forward to going back to the Brushy Creek Lodge again. We hope you're enjoying this episode of Best of America by Horseback. When we come back, we're going to show you more of the fun activities that we got to enjoy in 2021. Stay tuned. Welcome back to this episode of Best of America by Horseback. We're having a lot of fun on this show. We got to experience a lot of things in 2021 along the trail. Good food, good people, a lot of fun activities, and we're happy to show them to you on this episode. Sit back and watch. We took a little longer trip.
Yes.
We were scheduled to go to West Yellowstone, Montana, which we did in August, and spent a week at the Diamond P Ranch, owned by Rex and Denise Portman. And those people are so easy to love. Rex has got the biggest heart in the world.
Yes, he does.
And just a joy to be around. And so we really cherished that time. But our reason for going there was to do a show on the Heart of the Horse Therapy Ranch for Guy and Carrie Adams, which exists in Clovis, California. And so Guy and Carrie were there for the summer. They can't ride in California during the summer months because it's too hot. And so they were there at the ranch working at the Diamond P. And we were able to do the show there. Dave Stamey was there doing a concert for the benefit. And then there was also another activity going on. Talk about that.
Actually, they had several activities because they had the cook-off.
Yes,
They did. And then Dutch oven cook-off. And then they also had the mounted shooters,
Yeah.
which was very exciting.
Sure was.
Because I've never seen that actually live before, you know? So I really enjoyed that.
The mounted shooting thing is so much fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
And those folks they're very serious about that, and yet so lighthearted about it at the same time. they were cheering for each other, even though they may not have had the fastest time. They were rooting on the others, and it was a family-oriented event. Children were participating all the way up to, I believe, 80 years old was the high-ranking age at that event. But that went on for 3 days.
Yes.
And we got to see a lot of balloons popped that weekend.
And beautiful weather. It was really nice.
And so Rex took us on a horseback ride up the mountain, and we got to ride through bear country, grizzly bear country, which was pretty exciting. Didn't see any. I saw paw prints. That was as close as I wanted to get. But we rode in some beautiful country, and we got to ride up across the state line into Idaho, up on the top of the Great Divide. And what a feeling that was. What an experience it was to get to be with that group of 50 riders as we went up the side of that mountain and rode in that beautiful country. Just breathtaking. So the Diamond P is definitely a wonderful memory for me from this past year. We also, in the fall, went to a place that we'd never been to before, and actually isn't a trail riding facility, but a working cattle ranch. The Hughes Ranch in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. They run several thousand head of cattle, and also 3,000 head of wild Mustangs have found their home on the Hughes Ranch.
Yeah.
So it's a 13,000 acre working ranch, and we were privileged to get to ride on that ranch. Robert and Mandy Hughes welcomed us to their home, and we spent a beautiful weekend there as well. Remember, the weather was terrific.
Yep.
The grass had already turned brown, and the colors were just amazing that weekend.
And beautiful landscape. I mean, there's some cliffs there. Wonderful fishing, actually.
Yeah.
Gary Bass fished several times and caught quite a bit of stuff.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
There's landscapes there that you wouldn't expect to see from the highway.
No, not in Oklahoma. I mean, some of it, a lot of people think Oklahoma is like, but no, they have beautiful different types of landscaping over there.
Sure is. Bluffs and rocks.
Yes.
And just a wonderful place. And guess what? We're going back this year.
Yes.
We have more to share with you when we come back. Welcome back to our home. We have lots more to show you.
We went back to Missouri later this year and went to a place that I had not heard of until just sometime this summer. We met a man by the name of Tim at the BC Stables. Tim is a horse trainer and a very good one. His wife, Karen, says that he's a people magnet, and I think we saw that while we were there for the weekend. Tim is just a joy to be around. A great family atmosphere. Remember his daughters that were there?
Yep.
And the involvement that they had with the horses and the training.
And they helped a lot of the riders.
And a wonderful trail course. They just gave us a tremendous weekend experience. As I said, they are a training facility, but they also have trails for people to go and ride on. You can ride there all day, ride there all weekend, and just see beautiful scenery the entire time that you're on the trail.
Tim would take you out if you wanted somebody to go with you. He would, yeah.
So they just welcomed us into their home, welcomed us into their family, and there again, just a wonderful experience to be a part of. Siobhan, I'm going to let you introduce this next location.
We were at Kannapolis State Park, which is near Marquette, Kansas. Another really, really nice location. They have 31 miles of trails with wooded areas, bluffs, water crossings, and marina. It's just another beautiful place that you would not expect in Kansas. I mean, I just loved it.
They also have cabins available to rent, horses to rent. The campground is just kept immaculate. They've done so much work on building pipe corrals for horses there. The RV spots are clean and easy to get in and out of. The bathhouse, very, very nice. There's wildlife all around. It sits right in the middle of the reservoir area, and so they have a marina, a place to fish. There's hiking there, biking, something for everyone. And I was really amazed myself, being the first time there, at the beautiful rock outcroppings, the bluffs. The trails were really enjoyable to ride, and so it's a place that I hope we get to go back to, even if it's just for leisure purposes. I want to go back to the Kannapolis State Park. As we're reflecting back on 2021, all the places we've been, we know that Tom and Pat went to a couple other places that we didn't join them on. They were in Florida at the Black Horse Resort, and so that was a very fun time that they talked about. They went to Clarion, Pennsylvania. They were in Pedro, Ohio, and so folks got to come to a lot of different events this year, and we have a lot of things lined up for this new year that are going to provide some more opportunities for people to experience. What would you say was one of your favorite memories from our travels last year?
When we took the horse trailer into the Teton Mountains,
Yeah.
that was very stressful. Favorite memory. I want to learn how to read the map better. I don't know if anybody else ever had those issues before.
So what she's talking about is we got to Jackson, Wyoming,
Yes.
just about dark.
Yeah.
It had been raining. We'd never been that route before, and so we ended up going up over the Teton Mountains,
Yes.
pulling a 39-foot horse trailer
Yes.
in the dark, in the rain.
And we were the only ones on there with a horse trailer or any trailer,
We
actually.
were the only truck on that road.
Yes.
And so it ended up being quite an experience, but what a great memory. We made
Yeah,
it.
it was a good memory.
lot of
We
fun.
made it. That's what counts.
So that certainly was a good,
Yeah.
a good memory to reflect back on, that we survived that.
Yeah, that we survived.
And it's just one of those times when, you know, you look back and you say, wow, we sure had a good time, and we're glad we did it. Folks, we want to thank you for coming into our living room and spending this time with us. It's fun to reflect back on the places where we've been, the people that we've
Yeah.
met. We've been so blessed to get to meet some of you. Some of the folks who travel with us are just the icing on the cake. And we love getting the opportunity to spend time with these folks, and we'd love to have you come and join us, experience what we get to experience when we do these travels. We'd love to have you be a part of that. And so thank you for coming to join us, and be looking at our schedule to see where we're going to be and what we're going to be doing. And if the opportunity arises, we'd love to have you come and be with us on one of our events. Until then, I'm Dale Shields with Best of America by Horseback, my wife Siobhan, and thank you for joining us.